Hi everyone, I hope you find this video useful, and I hope this video finds you in a good way to pack well, and also on what to bring and not overpack. I have been on 2 Wild Rockies Field Institute summer courses, and I have learned a couple tips on what to bring and how to pack. That doesn't mean that you have to pack the way I'm doing it or what to bring. You can always bring what you need for yourself. But these are just some tips on how to pack and what to bring on the Wild Rockies Field Institute summer courses. So I hope you enjoy this video. First thing on your list should be a backpack and a day pack. I recommend getting a backpack from a 60 to an 80 liter backpack, but it worked well to have a 70 liter backpack for myself. So I would highly recommend getting a backpack that's 70 liters or above. One other thing that you will need is a day pack. You can either go with a school backpack or a backpack that you get from other stores that can carry poles and maybe a water pack in the back. For sleeping stuff, you will need a sleeping bag, a sleeping pad, and if you want, you can bring your hammock. For sleeping bags, what I bring was a down 20-degree sleeping bag, and for a sleeping pad, I bring a Thermarest, and it was self-inflatable. Down is more compressible, but if you get it wet, it takes longer to dry. So if you put a plastic bag or a trash bag big enough for your sleeping bag, and you line it inside your bag or your sleeping bag, it will keep the sleeping bag dry. For a sleeping pad, it is required to have a repair kit. You never know if anything gets punctured or breaks, and so this is important to have with you in the front country and in the back country. The stuff sacks here that are the orange, green, and purple are optional but highly recommended. The stuff sacks are durable and so they won't puncture easily. I got a 20 liter, 2 15 liter, and a 10 liter. And it's optional because it may be better to stuff your stuff into the backpack. But these are optional, but I use them for food and some clothing and some various things. So I thought they were helpful. Another thing I bring was this mesh sack right there, kind of just to put my water bottle in. That was helpful. And another thing you will need is a chair, and this is a foldable chair that you can just put your sleeping pad into. If you don't want that, you can bring a Crazy Creek and you can roll it up and put it into your backpack. For the backcountry days, you will want to have a plastic bag with all of your bathroom stuff. And WRFI, or Wild Rockies Field Institute, does give you a bottle of hand sanitizer, or you can have your own hand sanitizer with you as well. The thing I bring is also some Desitin, just in case. I have toilet paper that I've unraveled from the roll, and it just makes it more compressible and more packable. And I also have some Wet Ones wipes, which helps as well for number 2 days. And for female hygiene products, bring what you want and is most comfortable for you, but also bring a plastic bag for trash for your bathroom stuff into your bathroom plastic bag. Lastly, with the bathroom stuff, on the courses you will be learning how to go to the bathroom in the backcountry. So don't worry about having any trowels or anything like that. They will provide these things. In both the front country and the back country, you will need certain things. And some of the stuff, more personal care stuff, I will be going in depth on what you will need in both back country and front country. Taking care of your feet is both important in the front country and the back country. And you should bring some moleskin pre-cut blister dressings, and also duct tape really works with the rubbing. And just unravel some of this, put some on your water bottle, around your water bottle, or a walking stick, and this will last you for the remainder of the days in the back country and the front country. Make sure on this trip you will bring a headlamp and some extra batteries. Both in front country and in the back country, you will need a bowl and a spork, or a spoon and a fork, and I have a titanium spork right here so it doesn't snap in half, and I also have a bowl that collapses, which is very nice. You don't have to have one of these, but a bowl is very nice for all meals, and you will be using this every night for dinners. Make sure you have a watch with an alarm on it and make sure it works. And also, I would recommend having some carabiners. You never know when you'll use these. Next, on to more of the personal care stuff. You will want to have some drops, some chapstick, both medicated and for sunscreen lip balm. You will also want to have some Benadryl just in case, and I have some Miralax just in case of constipation. If you don't want Miralax, you can also use some apricots, and that might help as well. Next, you will want some Q-tips, which is very nice, your toothbrush and toothpaste. Toothbrush can be travel size, or you can cut it in half. That also is an option. Nice to have some floss with you. These are just some soft picks. Right now I have a brush that is folded, just more travel size, and it compresses really well. Important to have is sunscreen. If you break out a lot, Clear Face or any face sunscreen is really nice for your body and for your face. You can use both. Another thing you will want is anti-itch gel for mosquitoes, for any sunburns, aloe vera gel, some Tums and ibuprofen, and I have some anti-diarrheal. You never know, and I came prepared with all the stuff that I needed, and you guys will bring your medications that you need and make sure that you have enough for the whole 3 weeks. Both in the front country and the back country, you will want to have a rain cover for your backpack, or even your day pack, which is very nice. And also, I would highly recommend getting a mosquito head net, or a bug net, I guess. And it comes in one of these small bags like this, and it's just really nice to have if there's any bugs. Next is water. And for water treatment stuff, Wild Rockies Fields Institute does give students aqua tabs, but aqua tabs you have to wait 30 minutes and then you can drink it. You can invest in one of the water filters. I invested in the Captain Hiker Pro. All you do is connect the tube to the valve and this to the top here, and all you do is connect this to the top of your water bottle and pump here, and you can drink it right away. But that is optional. I would recommend it because I enjoyed having it. It is an extra thing you do have to bring, but I thought it was very nice. The other thing for drinking water is you will need at least 2 liters of water. And I have 2 1-liter water bottles. And you can bring more water, but 2 1-liter water bottles is nice. or you can have one of these water packs, and this is an optional thing as well. They may puncture, that's another thing you have to be aware of, but it is totally up to you what you want to do. One other thing that you will want is having all your readers printed out and your notebook or a journal. And the journal should be at least a 6x8 and should be durable enough. This one is a moleskin. You can also buy the Write in the Rain, which works, but you may need to buy an extra notebook because there may not be enough pages and you may run out. A tip for the readers: when you print them out, you will want them double-sided, front and back. It will make the readers thinner in size and less weight. Wild Rocky's Field Institute will give you instructions on how to print these and everything else. So make sure to read those instructions. In addition to your journal and your readers, you will want to have maybe 1 or 2 pens and also 1 or 2 mechanical pencils. And it's optional to have colored pencils as well. It's totally up to you. Once you have all your readers and your journals and pens and pencils and sharpeners and all your pencils and everything, put everything in a big plastic bag so it doesn't get ripped or doesn't get wet. These 2 items are optional. A compass is optional. This is a Goal Zero solar panel that I invested in. It charges my phone so I can take pictures. For picture taking, you can bring your phone or you can bring a camera. Either what you want to do. What I did is I bring my phone and I charged it with this solar panel, and all I had to do was, when it was low on battery, plug it in to the charger that goes with this solar panel, the Goal Zero solar panel, and I was able to take pictures. Two things that you will need to have on your list and with you in the backcountry and in the front country is a good pair of hiking boots and also some camp and water shoes. These are kind of like Keen shoes, but there are so many variety of shoes as long as you are comfortable and they fit you well. And for hiking boots, make sure they are fit well and they're built in. So maybe walk around in them and around the area and just make sure that they're built in pretty good, because it will just make your feet feel better on the course. For front country days, you will want to have shower stuff. All the things that you need to shower. And what you will need is to have a towel. This is a quick dry towel or any type of towel you can bring. You will want to have shampoo, conditioner, maybe some lotion, and especially some soap. Or I have some biodegradable soap. And a shaver. Very nice to have. Shower days are really nice, and bring what you need to shower for your hair or any personal care stuff. So just a quick overview from the bottom to the top of the pack. The bottom of the pack, you will want to have stuff that you will not use when you're backpacking. So things you're going to use at night, for example. So like your sleeping bag, maybe your down jacket, your sleeping pad if you can fit it in the bottom here. And in those dead spaces, you'll want to put some clothes, for example, like some socks or some t-shirts or things like that you will not need to use during the trail. Next things is the next level is you'll want to have more of your heavy stuff, more towards the bottom or middle of the pack. That worked for me was my food, so my food stuff sack and some extra clothes that I had. and that was kind of in the middle. Towards the back of the backpack, towards your spine, is you want that really heavy stuff to kind of balance out the weight, and that would be your reader and your journal. That really help to put back there. And kind of towards the top, you'll want some things, maybe easy access, things that you will want, maybe like a fleece or your rain jacket, or maybe a pair of pants if it gets cold. Just have some layers, you know, maybe with you on top, or some snacks or stuff like that. But just on the top, you'll want to have more easy access, lighter things on the top. On the brain, what it's called on the top here of the pack, you'll want to have the stuff that you will want on trail. So your snacks, your sunscreen, your maybe mosquito repellent, stuff, things like that I put on the top. Not too heavy, but you can have your easy access stuff on the top here. On the outside here, where you can, most backpacks have these things that you can connect. I put my my sleeping pad in here. I put the tent, and maybe some poles like group gear, some stuff. Some people will put their tent in the outside of their pack, and then they will stuff their stuff in there. And also group gear, you will have group gear, and you will share the things that you have within your tent group. And so also with group gear, you will want to have your group gear more towards the bottom of your pack, because it doesn't need to be as easily accessed and it's more heavy. However, if it is trowels and you're the person that takes that, you will want to have that connected to your backpack somehow, that people can have it easy access to on the trail. Another thing that helped me on the trail was having easy access to your water bottle. And for my water bottle, all I would do, because these ones on my backpack are really hard to get out, I would connect my water bottle to this belt right here, and that worked well for me. Or I had that mesh stuff sack, and I put it and I attached it to these sides right here, and I would have easy access to it. Another thing is these pockets a lot of backpacks have. I would put your pocket knife, maybe some of your chapstick, maybe, and also snacks. I put my granola bars in here, and that really helped during the trail. So that's just a basic thing of how I packed my backpack. Again, you can do it differently, but you want, just in general, you want to have the stuff that you're not going to be using at the bottom, the heavy stuff at the bottom, and also towards your back, your spine. And as you go up the backpack, you'll want to have more easy access things, and also some things that we'll be using on the trail, and not heavy things. And hopefully that helps with how you will pack your things, and I will show you on how I pack it specifically with my things.